Finnish court sets June date for Simon Ekpa's appearance. Welcome back to Biafran News. Support Biafra. Biafra here. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you, depending on where you're watching me from. Biafran's lovers of freedom, people of goodwill. I bring you another update. And this very update is coming from Reports Nigeria and says a Finnish court set June date for Master Simon Ekpa's appearance in court. It was in May. I've shifted it to June. Would that stop what Elohim is in charge of? The answer is no. The colonizers and the Britain and their Fulani caliphate keeps coming for anybody that asks for Biafra freedom. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of indigenous people of Biafra, was kidnapped in Kenya by Nigeria government. What is his crime? Asking for his people's freedom and the Biafra freedom. That is why Nigeria government went as far as Kenya to kidnap him, even when he was traveling with a British passport. After his kidnap, our people, Fulanis and the Nigerian repentant Boko Harams and Aminifam started terrorizing Southeast. Mazi Simon Ekpa pick up this very mantle to defend Biafra and protect lives and properties of our people. And do you know what the one Nigeria enablers and the saboteurs and the stooges that we have as a Southeast politicians did? They started writing petitions against him, started accusing him, lying to Finnish authorities and to Finnish government that he is inciting violence in Southeast, terrorizing Southeast, killing Southeasterners. Show me one single video where you have seen gallant men or Biafra Defense Forces under PM walking around Biafra communities and the market, and you see our people running. Our people always feel safe and free doing their businesses because those angels are protecting Biafra and making sure that the Fulanese never attacks Biafra land the way they are attacking everywhere in Biafra land before now. Making sure that Biafrans are no longer being killed or Biafra land under siege by the Fulanese. That is what PM was doing. Dismantling all the checkpoints Nigerian army mounted everywhere in Southeast. And this checkpoint was not just to extort money, or is not just to extort money. They use it to facilitate the disappearance of Biafran youth. They kidnap and they kill Biafrans at this very checkpoint. Checkpoint in Southeast, you have to step down, raise your hands up. Even our old elderly ones, even our mothers, our old people who raise their hands up before crossing Nigerian army checkpoints in Southeast. What do you call that? That is marginalization. Terrorizing and doing everything to subdue the people of that particular state. And this is what Mazi Simon Ekpa was fighting against. Whatever lie they told Finnish government, Chukwuokika Bema will expose it. He was defending Biafra land, protecting Biafra land. That is why they were ranting and crying up and down, because he made sure that they never have any place in Southeast. What we want is Biafra, but they twisted it. Now that people are being killed in Southeast, people are being terrorized, communities, villages are being terrorized by headsmen. They're no longer talking about insecurity, how they're going to cope insecurity, or telling lies that it's Simon Ekpa causing these insecurities. They have nothing to say. Well, before I continue with this very update, I would like to welcome all the new and old subscribers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, please kindly click the red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell right beside it to enable you get notification once I upload a new video. Don't forget to share. Tune in. So I'm going to read you this very update. Let's see the lies they told Finnish authorities, and we are waiting to see what they have found out. Few days ago, Finnish Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed that Nigeria is a safe place for criminals, terrorists, and corruption. Corruption in Nigeria is very extreme. Finnish Ministry of Foreign Affairs confirmed this. And here I'm going to read out all the lies they told against Mazi Simon Ekpa, defending Southeast, making sure that the Fulani sponsored bandit headsmen never cross our borders from Benue State. The way they are doing now, terrorizing, raping our people, butchering our people, even students, even graduates in Southeast. And these were things Mazi Simon Ekpa was fighting against. So let's go and see what the lies they told Finnish authorities here. So it says Finnish court has set a June date for the trial of self-styled Prime Minister of the Biafra Republic government in Ezza Bridges, Simon Ekpa, who was arrested last year by Finnish police along with 4 others on charges related to alleged terrorist activities. Okay. He was invited for questioning. Due to the lies and the petitions they keep sending, he was detained. And now they're going to court to confirm all these lies. Those of you that lied against him would have to not fabricate it. You people should not fabricate anything against him. You people should, if you people If you people are telling yourself through, oh, Simon Ekpa was the reason there is insecurity, and since Simon Ekpa has not been on seat or has not been in charge, there is no longer insecurity in Southeast. Southeasterners are now in peace. They are no longer living in fear. Our people cannot go to their farms without being scared of herdsmen. Right now, our people no longer go to their farms. But when PM was on seat and in charge, our people were going to their farms without fear, because gallant men were there making sure that herdsmen never cross our borders. But right now, our people have been begging the government and the governor of the state to do something, because they no longer go to their farms. These were people that lied that Simon Ekpa was inciting violence and terrorizing Southeast. Now that their people need their help, they have turned their back on the people that they lied Simon Ekpa was terrorizing. Now it's time, if not that they will get killed or kidnapped or arrested. Just let them come out and let the whole world know the person defending them. And since they took out this very person, or since this person have not been on seat or in charge, everything has gone back the way it was before he took over, in making sure that they never happens again in Biafra land. Terrorism, herdsmen attacks, taking over farm settlements. They no longer go to their farms. It's not that they are not aware of it, but the people, if not for Nigeria army, they are going to kill and they terrorize, make sure that these people are subdued. They would have come out. Those of you that wrote petition, I have nothing else to say, right? Okay, we must continue. According to BBC, which quoted his new lawyer, Kyle Gumeru, said Ekpa will appear in court in June, as he had already received the pre-trial file of the case and was studying it to prepare for a robust defense. It also reported that Ekpa had fired his former lawyer, Eka Kopara, a few weeks after he was arrested for alleged terror-related offense, including incitement to violence and the terrorism financing. Terrorism financing, is it the fundraising for our defense forces to continue to support them in defending Biafra land? Is it the terrorism financing? Although I've been hearing a lot about this finance thing and money and all of that, if any of you, I'm just saying it for the first time, if any of you who was working with PM allowed yourselves or ever allowed yourself to be used against this very man defending Biafra land, you people are bringing generational curse on yourselves. Because he did not commit any crime. He was making sure that Biafra land is safe and will have a place to call home. He was doing everything to make sure Biafra is liberated and build Biafra the way we want, so that all of us will go home. Can you people see how fast Burkina Faso is? I know some of you will say Burkina Faso is with the speed they are going. If I thought PM is still at them sure now, things are kaya. Take a look at our land right now. And you made yourself a willing tool for the oppressors and the colonizers to use against your own, making sure that you have a place to come you can boast of, a country you can boast of. The curse you people are bringing upon yourselves who will not live, it's going to be a generational curse. Because a lot of Biafrans have died for Biafra to be restored. Even some at the point of death, they say, let everyone make sure that Biafra is restored. And you people have the mind to betray this man. I've been hearing a lot, because Zoo terrorist government and their master Britain can go to any length. Why can't you people prove them wrong for once? Ahmadike was betrayed, and the security outfit he formed was handed over to those stooges in Southeast that never cared about their people. And now PM. Well, we must continue. Following his arrest, the Pejadham district court ordered his remand in custody on charge of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent. Okay. When the time comes, we're going to see how it's going to be, how it is terrorist intent, because we are defending our land. And right now that PM is not on seat and in charge, we have seen how herdsmen have been terrorizing everywhere, especially in Enugu State. We have seen how they have been taking over farm settlements. Our people no longer go to farms because of a fear of herdsmen. And it was not like that when Simon Ekpa was on seat and in charge. So how was he, or how is he inciting violence and terrorizing Southeast if our people can go to their farms freely and not being scared of herdsmen? Now that he's not in charge, our people can no longer go to their farms or, go and harvest their farm produce because of herdsmen. Herdsmen are now terrorizing, taking over farm settlements, sacking people from their communities, killing farmers every day. So how is Simon Ekpa inciting violence. How? Okay, we must continue. We must continue. The Finnish government had in November 2024 announced the arrest of Ekpa alongside 4 of his associates on suspicions of terror-related activities, including incitement to violence and terrorism financing. During his earlier court appearance, the Finnish police had told the judges that Ekpa alleged they used social media to promote violence in the southeast region of Nigeria, targeting civilians and authorities. That is what Nigeria government told them, because Simon Ekpa was making sure that Nigeria terrorists, unrepentant Boko Harams in army uniform never terrorize or mount a checkpoint from pillar to pole in southeast facilitating. At this checkpoint, they facilitated the disappearance of Biafran youth, killing of Biafrans, and kidnapping of Biafrans. This is what Simon Ekpa was fighting against. And if you go make some research, you will see news headlines of southeast senators and some of them that still have a little conscience in them, and some atolls complaining about this checkpoint and how terrorism have increased, especially at this checkpoint. At this checkpoint, our people will be humiliated, intimidated. Our elderly mothers and fathers will have to raise their hands up before crossing this checkpoint. Go and make a research of it. Simon Ekpa was making sure that these checkpoints are dismantled and the Nigerian repentant killers in army uniform never terrorize Southeast, because it's there. Nigeria army reintegrate Boko Haram into the military, deploying them to Southeast. They cannot deny that. We must continue. He was subsequently remanded in custody by the Biafran district court on charge of public incitement to commit a crime with terrorist intent. In December 2024, the Nigerian government, through the Foreign Affairs Ministry and the Nigerian Army, finally submitted the necessary requirements to the government of Finland for the extradition of Ekpa. Chief of Defense Staff General Christopher Musa, he was the one championing for the extradition. Now, Simon Ekpa must be brought back to Nigeria for what exactly? That the world don't know that Nigeria is nothing but a terrorist state. So we must continue. In an interview on November, had stated that all necessary documentation and the legal requirements for Ekpa's extradition has been forwarded to Finland for review. Well, I'm sure he's cooling off somewhere, Musa had said in the interview following the arrest of the pro-Biafra agitator. Legal action will be taken accordingly. I don't want to say too much, but I'm glad he's been arrested. The federal government has provided most of the required documentation to the Finnish government, so I am confident the right step will be taken. And the army chief had added, "Oh, really? You people forwarded. You people were fast." Nigeria government was fast, and Nigeria army, especially Musa, was fast to forward the documents he said they have forwarded. Now bring evidence of all the accusations leveled on Simon Ekpa. How was he inciting violence? What was Nigeria army doing in Southeast? Were they terrorizing Southeast or not? Did they mount checkpoints and they're facilitating the disappearance and the kidnapping of Biafran youth at this very checkpoint or not? Why are they not also fast to send the evidence of all the accusations they leveled on Simon Ekpa? In Southeast, once Nigeria army lined up with the outdated armor tanks and all the ammunition they always bring to Southeast, you see our people scampering for safety. But if Biafra Defense Forces under Simon Ekpa is moving, our people will be happy, hailing them to continue defending Biafra land. You see our people doing their businesses without any sign of fear. Any atom of fear. You see our people happy seeing the angels defending Biafra land. But right now, nobody is defending Southeast. Have you seen how Fulani attacks have resumed and increased in Southeast? Now, it's up to you to judge. Use your tongue and count your teeth. Finnish authorities or Finnish government, it's not that you people don't know the truth, and you people should have it in mind that we are also fighting for that same freedom you people fought for and liberated yourself. That is what we are fighting for. And during 1967, 1971, Finland government helped Biafrans. I don't know how these generation leaders are turning their back on what their grandfathers, or should I say ancestors, fought against. Marginalization, denying people their freedom. The same way Kenya, after helping Kenya, after Ndibo helped the Kenyan president, Kenyan president betrayed Ndibo by kidnapping Mazen Nnamdi Kanu without confirming the accusations leveled on him. Now, Finland, we are looking at you. We are fighting for our freedom. They should know that the Nigerian government is doing all of this and bringing all these lies and accusations because we want nothing but freedom. And they should also have it in mind that that same freedom they fought for is what we are fighting for right now. And they should not betray this very freedom we are fighting for. They fought for their children and generation good, and that is what we're also doing. So that is it, dear friends. I will stop here. Don't forget to share. Turn on once you get notification.